This is Martin Luther King holiday weekend, celebrating his birthday and his life, and how how much gratitude and inspiration I personally have, and wanted to share that and bring it forth. All his contributions to our society for fostering equality and community, and I feel like I live a life that is a fruit of that and of all of his work. And he was someone who was introduced to the Zen teacher Thich Nhat Hanh, who inspired him to speak out against the Vietnam War, which was really not in his kind of purview until Thich Nhat Hanh wrote him a letter, and as the history goes. And then he became much more involved and outspoken about the Vietnam War, and was also very influenced by Mahatma Gandhi and there's a term called satyagraha, this idea of peaceful, nonviolent protest. And so satyagraha means truth. And so him and many of his followers actually use this term, which comes from Indian philosophy and Mahatma Gandhi from India. And so eventually, Martin Luther King nominated Thich Nhat Hanh for a Nobel Peace Prize. So there's this relationship between Martin Luther King and this Buddhist practice and philosophy about peace and community and nonviolence. But I did want to read from his essay, which is called Loving Your Enemies. And we live at a time where it may feel like this will be, like it just is so timely. To our most bitter opponents, we say, we shall match your capacity to inflict suffering by our capacity to endure suffering. We shall meet your physical force with soul force. Do to us what you will, and we shall continue to love you. We cannot in all good conscience obey your unjust laws, because the non-cooperation with evil is as much a moral obligation as is cooperation with good. Throw us in jail and we shall still love you. Bomb our homes and threaten our children, we shall still love you. Send your hooded perpetrators of violence into our community at the midnight hour and beat us and leave us half dead, and we shall still love you. But be ye assured that we will wear you down by our capacity to suffer. One day we shall win freedom. But not only for ourselves, we shall so appeal to your heart and conscience that we shall win you in the process, and our victory will be a double victory. And so this is an incredible voice of equanimity. And he goes on to say, we'll hold you accountable and work to keep you from continuing to cause harm, but we will still care for you. So it's just so very inspiring. And sharing one more is about the mountaintop. I did have a bit of a theme of mountain today, to be like a mountain. And it's a famous quote from his I've Been to the Mountaintop speech, delivered on April 3rd, 1968, the night before he was assassinated. Well, I don't know what will happen now. We've got some difficult days ahead, but it doesn't matter with me now, because I've been to the mountaintop, and I don't mind. Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place, but I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And he's allowed me to go up to the mountain, and I've looked over. And I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as people will get to the promised land. Excuse me. Anyway, he did talk about something called the beloved community, which really is such an inspiring thing, that he envisioned a global vision where people will share in equality and wealth and and kindness, and that the earth would be a place without prejudice, and it will be all-inclusive, and the spirit of sisterhood and brotherhood. And, he referred to this as the beloved community. Is a community that's a community of love. So I want to end now with, anyway, as I mentioned, I feel like I'm a recipient of his vision and all the people whose work, and I hope that you feel that in some way yourselves. And it's something that can continue to work for.
My name's Tim. It's the generosity of people like you that make these videos possible. If you had some benefit from the video and feel an urge to donate, you can make a donation here. If you're interested in seeing more because you're curious, you can click here and see more videos. And if you're interested in subscribing to Long Beach Meditation, you can click here. Thank you so much for your attention. Take care.